Hey there, all you YouTubers. Now, I was going to make a video response to Vaush's video, on Gina Carano, I think that's her name, getting fired from Disney for saying something, something anti-Nazi on Twitter, and because Vaush is in support of Nazism, Vaush got offended, and like Vaush claims that they were right in firing her. So Vaush is still Vaush is still unaware that his side is being the real fucking Nazis. And he keeps saying that, I'm left-leaning because Vaush thinks he's left-leaning because he voted for Biden, and that if you're left-leaning, that means that you could do anything without, no matter what bullshit fascism you do, it's justified, because by the left-leaning definition, you can't fucking be a Nazi for some reason. It's stupid. So let's look at this political compass. Now, this political compass, the problem with this political compass is that they put Trump in the wrong spot, okay? Honestly, I do not know where the exact point where Trump would be. But if I'm actually looking at, if I'm actually thinking about, what the policies are, I'd say he's about around here, because, and you might be saying, but then why would Biden be more authoritarian and more right-leaning than Trump? Okay, first of all, Trump would probably be here because because CNN and MSNBC constantly lied about every single fucking thing he ever did. And they were all the things that CNN and NBC claimed that Trump did were easily refutable. It's like anybody could just dig up the video of Trump supposedly saying it, and or look up the tweets. Now, I must say there were, once in a while, the media actually was correct. Okay, once in a while, Trump literally did something fucking bad. But the vast majority of the time, it was just CNN and MSNBC making bullshit up that could be easily disproven. But the real reason why I would put him right here is because, he definitely has a lot of things in common with Sanders and Gabbard, because Trump and Sanders both hate the 1%. They're both anti the liberal elites, if you know what I mean. Yeah, both of them wanted small businesses to wanted small businesses to grow. Biden, on the other hand, he gives millions and billions of dollars to fucking Hollywood just so they could advertise about how great Biden is on fucking television. And And oh yeah, I know with the whole police brutality thing, Obama and Biden were the ones that really militarized the police. Like, in the first place. And Trump and Obama and Biden were the ones that created the detention centers. Like, I don't like the fact that Trump didn't get rid of the detention centers. I mean, that's why I put him like, I would put him like slightly more authoritarian than Sanders and Gabbard. But yeah, I mean, Trump wanted to give everybody like a $2,000 stimulus check. Biden wanted to cut it down to $1,400. So, oh yeah, and you know, freedom of speech. That's a big fucking thing that makes Trump more libertarian than Biden. The whole freedom of speech, and you know, and these like dumb fuck Biden supporters think that, well, like they think that if people could just say what they want, people would just be dumb fucking idiots who just support Nazism. That's not fucking true. I mean, you had freedom of speech this entire time, and since when has the U.S. been... How does freedom of speech causes people to become Nazis? Explain that to me. I mean, throughout the entire United States of America, we've had freedom of speech this entire fucking time, and nobody has ever became a and there would be Nazis all over the fucking world if freedom of speech causes people to turn Nazis. Okay, this is my rant over. So I'm going to prove that I'm going to do this test as a average Trump supporter. And I'm going to prove that the average Trump supporter would fall somewhere in this green area, because I bet, okay, now I don't have the resources to do a fucking huge fucking survey, but I believe that if you take a bunch of Biden supporters and Trump supporters, get them to do this test, I believe that strongly that more Biden supporters would be in this area and more Trump supporters would be in this area. Now let's take the yeah. I would like to see if, I actually would want to see if people could actually do that contest, because I want to know for sure, because wait, where's the take the test? Okay, this thing's running. Okay, it is. Please note that this isn't a certain... Okay. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. Strongly agree. Now, the thing is, a Biden supporter would probably click on strongly disagree, because Biden supporters think that if people serve humanity, humans will just become fascists by default for some fucking stupid ass reason. I'd always support my country whether it was right or wrong. Disagree. No one chooses their country of birth, so it would be foolish to be proud of it. Agree. Our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. Strongly disagree. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Not always. Military action that defines international law is sometimes justified. I disagree, don't know that much about it. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. Strongly agree. People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. Strongly agree. Yeah, you know, this is the one like Biden supporters would be like strongly disagree. Race is the most important fucking thing in the world. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Like, you know, I disagree. I mean, both of those are kind of like, both of those, it's kind of complicated, so I don't really know. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. Agree. Not strongly agree, because you can't have because like some people just want like corporations to have like, you know, stupid regulations, like you can't ask people on dates at work or something, some stupid shit like that. But I mean, some regulations are very good. It depends on what the regulations are. From each according to his ability, to each according to his need, is a fundamentally good idea. Agree. And I just want to know, yes, I know that it's a quote from a bad person, but I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day. So I mean, there's nothing bad about this quote. It's just that, you know, it was said by a bad person. The freer the market, the freer the people. Sometimes. It's sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is now bottled, branded consumer product. I think. Yeah, I'm kind of. Yeah, I wish there was like a neutral, because like I don't really fucking care. No, I don't really think that's that sad. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. I disagree. Like I feel like if land wasn't a commodity, uh it would just cause like confusion, because like, you know, I could build something on I could find some like random piece of land in a forest, build a house, and then somebody else could come and just knock it down, and would that be legal to knock somebody's house down? If I don't know, it will just cause so much like confusion about what. Yeah, I don't. It's hard to wrap my head around it. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to. Yes, strongly agree. You know what? Fuck George Soros. Fuck Jeff Bezos. Fuck those assholes. Um, Protectionism is some. See, this is a question that Trump and Bernie would strongly agree with, and that Biden supporters would be like, strongly disagree. Those people exist to get rid of fascists or some stupid ass fucking reason. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. What the fuck does this mean? Protectionism. I think this is a new question. I took this test before. I don't remember this one. Sometimes, wait, what's protectionism? Protectionism? I don't the theory of practice or shielding a country's domestic industries from foreign competition by taxing imports. Protectionism, okay. Sometimes should I do agree or strongly agree? I think I'll do strongly agree. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its share. Oh, fuck. No. The rich are too highly taxed. Strongly disagree. You know, fuck the rich. Those with the ability to pay should have higher standards of medical care. Disagree. I mean, the reason why I'm not doing strongly disagree is because if I put strongly disagree, like, it would include, like, dumb surgeries, like, if somebody wants to go to a plastic surgeon to get horns on his head or some, like, dumb shit like that. Yeah, that's why I'm doing disagree instead of strongly disagree. Governments should penalize businesses that mislead the public. I disagree because, I mean, how would the government know if you're misleading the public? A genuine free market requires restrictions on the. I love how the question doesn't even make any sense. A genuine free market requires if it has restrictions, not genuinely free. This is stupid. A genuinely free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals to create monopolies. Strongly agree, although I don't know what exactly you mean by genuinely free, whatever the fuck that means. Abortion when a woman's life is not threatened should always be illegal. Okay, this one's a tough one. I'm mostly pro-life. I don't, this whole not when a life is not threatened. It could be. Do they mean like if a woman gets raped? Let's see. If a woman's life is not threatened. It I think I'll put agree because I mean it depends on like how they word it, because if it gets like if she got raped and she's and it didn't, it's still like an it's still an egg cell, then I mean if it's done like within a week, then I guess it's okay. Just other than that, the act of abortion is just like repulsive to me. I just don't I just don't feel comfortable with the idea of like people killing babies. All authority should be questioned. Strongly agree. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Disagree. Sometimes sometimes you can't, ever, like, if you're in a fight, sometimes you have to, eventually you'd have to, end the fight eventually. You can't just keep going and going and going forever. taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial. Wait. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. True. It's like Biden supporters would probably like strongly disagree. We need more theaters in Hollywood so that the rich could virtue signal more. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. Agree. All people have their rights, but it is better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. Strongly disagree. Biden would probably be like, well, we need to get the blacks people away from the whites because the white people are all fascists and they'll just murder the black people if they get close. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. Strongly agree. It's natural for children to keep secrets from their parents. I mean, is there any way not to keep secrets from parents? Okay. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be criminal. Strongly agree. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generation to find jobs. Yeah. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. Strongly disagree. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept this. Strongly disagree. There are no savage and civil peoples. There are only different cultures. You know, I always hate this question because, okay, I just want to say that I'm absolutely not racist. I mean, there are bad cultures, honestly. I know that some, there are no, I think I'll put soft disagree because, in case, people, clip this out of context. I mean, there are cultures where people do endorse savage behavior. I mean, take for instance the United States. I mean, I consider the United States to be a savage culture because turn on the news and there's people burning down buildings. So yeah, I mean there are savage people, and this doesn't have anything to do with the race at all. But I mean some dumb fuck would probably interpret this as being about race, but it really isn't. Those who are able to work and because I know that savage is kind of savage could be used.
Did you hear
What?
that court came
Yeah.
Bicycle?
Okay, Mom.
Yeah, so maybe you could work out a little.
Okay.
Did you find out what your assignment?
No, it's it's still loading, okay?
Okay, well then get away from
I am. Okay, I am.
Do something else.
Okay, Mom.
Maybe go on your bike or go outside.
Okay. I know. Okay, whereas yeah, I don't like the word savage because it could be used as either a racial slur or it could be used as a crazy person. I mean, both. It's been used both definitions. I'm referring to savage as just crazy people. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. Able to and refuse, I think agree. I mean, when you are troubled, it's not better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. Strongly disagree. Sometimes if you don't fix the problem right when it starts, it builds up in the background until it's completely uncontrollable. So you need to fix fixable problems when they're small so that the problems don't get escalated. First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within I strongly disagree. What's good for the most, yeah, I mean, this is something that I disagree with Trump. About what's good for the most successful corporation is ultimately fuck that. Biden supporters will probably strongly agree. No broadcasting institution, however independent its content, should receive. Strongly disagree, because I mean, Mr. Rogers exists. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counter-terror. Fuck yeah. Because of this stupid. The alt-right is coming. The alt-right is coming. Everybody kill their neighbors. The alt-right is coming. A significant advantage to a one-party state is that it avoids all arguments. Well, I mean, that is a fact. So, I mean, what else? How else am I supposed to respond? Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrong need to be worried. Oh, fuck no. This is like Patriot shit. The death penalty should be an option for them. Fuck no. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded. To a certain extent, yeah, because I mean, I don't know, it depends on, smart people should have authority over dumb people. I mean, and good people should have authority over bad people as well. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. Strongly disagree. Art is subjective. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. Oh, fuck no. It's a waste of time to rehabilitate some criminals. I put disagree because you never know until you try. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. Strongly disagree. I mean, Biden supporters would be probably yeah, it's good that Disney fired wait, what's her name? Gina Carano. It's good that Disney fired her. It helps get rid of fascism. Yeah, fuck that shit. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty should be homemakers. I think this is a new question. I don't remember this one before. First duty, I think I'd do I mean, I like women that are homemakers, but it's up to them. You know what? I'll put strongly disagree because it's really up to them to decide. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of development countries. Well, what does this have to do with political? I mean, this is not even a political opinion. It's just, is this something that's actually happening? I don't know. I never heard anything about any of this. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant's genetic resources of developed countries. Disagree because I don't know anything about it. Making peace with the establishment isn't important as, like, fuck no. Fuck no. I mean, the only reason to make peace with the establishment is to, like, you know, is by, like, if you're like a double agent trying to, like, secretly fuck up the system from, like, within. If you got through that, okay, okay. Oh, this is on religion. Astrology accurately explains many things. Disagree. Astrology is just some, like, superstitious bullshit. You cannot be moral without being religious. Strongly disagree. People used to think that being LGBT was, like, people used to think that homosexuality was bad because the Bible said it was bad, but it turns out people were wrong, and it was like being a homosexual is good. Same thing with masturbation. People used to think that masturbation causes people to go around raping women, but masturbation is harmless, it turns out. Charity is better than Social Security as a means of helping the general. Better than. I mean, I like charity, but I mean, helping. I mean, it depends on what they mean by Social Security. I mean, I think I'll put strongly disagree. I don't know. It depends on what. Well, I'm trying. I like, honestly, like, I am trying to get into the, like, the green square. So okay, because I mean, I want to show how, like, easy it is to get in the green square. So I'll do this with, like, a left-leaning bias, which is actually a right-leaning bias in the United States, because most people who claim to be left-wing are actually right-wing. They're just confused as fuck because the media just constantly lies about what, you know, a leftist is supposed to actually want. Some people are naturally unlucky. Strongly agree. It is important. Wait, did I read that right? Or naturally. It is important that my child's school instills you know, no. A lot of religious schools, like, end up being, like, cults where, like, I don't know, like, okay. Finally, a look at sex. Sex outside of marriage is usually immoral. Strongly disagree. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility. You know, I hate double negatives like this. Okay. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should be included from the possibility of child adoption. Strongly agree. Biden supporters will probably like strongly disagree because Biden supporters will probably think that all of them are pedophiles because yeah. Yes. Yes. I don't have any work today, Mom.
If you're waiting for it, could you get the garbage out?
Yes.
You could?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Pornography depicting consensual adults should be legal for the adult population. Strongly agree. I mean, Biden supporters, like probably think that like Biden supporters think everything's rape, basically. What goes on? Yeah, they're all like social justice warrior or like woke scolds, and what goes on in a public bedroom between consenting adults is no. Strongly agree. No one can feel naturally homosexual. Okay, homosexuality is natural. I do not know what a homosexual who feels unnaturally homosexually would be like. These days, openness about sex has gone too far. Strongly disagree. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to get into the libertarian left, so come on. Yes! I got into libertarian left. Nice. So, yeah, I mean, can you believe that I used to be a Trump supporter? It's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, so here's my video. Click the subscribe button. Now, I just want to say one thing, even though that, like, there is a possibility that Trump, okay, I mean, I've said in the summertime that I do think that Trump did do some really, really bad things. The hard part is that the mainstream media kept lying about Trump nonstop. So it's really hard to know exactly where Trump falls in the political spectrum. The thing is, most of the people who voted for Trump, they wouldn't know about all the bad stuff that Trump did because the media, because they do not trust the media, because the media constantly makes easily disproven bullshit about Trump. So, like, it could be that Trump actually was as bad as the media makes him out to be, but the fact is that the media wasn't able to find actual evidence, and it's just the media were just so stupid that they made Trump look good in comparison. So what I'm trying to do is that people like okay, I'm making this video right after the whole Gina Carano incident, because a lot of people are still like have this idea that all Trump supporters are like way in this corner. But the thing is, I did this to kind of prove to people that you could be a Trump supporter and fall into the libertarian left, because I mean a lot of the stuff that Bernie Sanders said, there's a lot of overlap between Bernie Sanders and Trump that a lot of people don't notice, because they're so obsessed with, oh no, the alt-right is coming, that they don't even listen to an actual Trump supporter actually talking when they see it. Okay, so basically, stop censoring conservatives. A lot of conservatives, if they did this test, they'd fall in the green area. So yeah, so stop throwing out the baby with the bathwater, people. Okay, bye. Click the subscribe button.